much. Everyone has an opinion. But we're now going to talk with a really fascinating breed. They can do well in Alice Springs, where it's 45 degrees sometimes, just as well as they do in their native Saskatchewan in Canada, where sometimes it's minus 45. The Speckle Park breed only arrived in Australia in the mid-2000s, but they've made their mark in a monumental way. One of the early families to bring them down under were the Humphreys at Oberon in central western New South Wales. And I'm joined by dad and daughter, Dale and Claudia. Welcome to Beef TV.
Hi. Yeah, thanks for having us.
I've got to ask the obvious question because we've just seen some of the great bulls out there. Where do you think it's going today? Where's your bet going?
Oh, look, it's a tough decision, and I'll leave that one up to the judges, I think. Yeah.
Oh, what a diplomat. Yeah. Well, you've already taken out one of the most recognisable titles on the ground, which is the heaviest bull.
Yeah, absolutely. No, it was good to get the opportunity to be a part of all of that, and yeah, we were lucky enough, and we were pretty impressed with the bull, and yeah.
Wattle Grove Hall of Fame, what did he weigh in at?
1,152 kilos, which was...
Slight fellow,
yeah,
lean.
We'd actually had him on a diet, so yeah, me and him have been on a diet for the last 2 weeks.
Dale and Claudia, I want to know about the story into Speckle Parks. Why did you become interested in them? When was it?
Well, look, we're at Oberon, and it gets cold there, and I mean, and Australia's a pretty diverse, weather and country, and so we travelled to Canada and looked at the cattle over there. It was minus 45, and thought, well, they'll handle Oberon at least, and yeah, they were good cattle, and we thought they had a place in the industry. So yeah, got involved with some other guys and got some genetics over here, and yeah, like 16 years later, we're sort of trying to get them into all the areas, and we've proved that they handle Queensland tough conditions as well as, and we've also sent genetics to Brazil now. So I mean, it's a totally different climate and weather in Brazil than Canada, but they're handling the conditions. So it's great.
We're looking at some of our beautiful bulls out there now, and some of the traditional breeds that are very popular on the cattle scene in Australia. Claudia, do you remember what the industry was saying when people like your dad said, oh, we're going to bring these, spotty cattle out from Canada?
I think we copped a fair bit of backlash to start with. What are these spotty things? But yeah, we're making our mark slowly. And yeah, more and more people, we always say you can drive nearly anywhere in any direction, and you'll see, I say totem Speckle Park in a paddock, so they're getting about. Yeah.
You say they're making their mark slowly, or you were in the beginning, but that's not entirely true, because Dale, you took a bunch of cattle to Sydney Royal not long after you brought them in and did fabulously.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, early days, we were limited with our number of animals, so we, exhibiting animals at a show was the only way we could do it. So yeah, we had some positive results early, and I mean the cattle speak for themselves, and people sort of went, oh, I guess they looked at them and went, well, what are these spotted animals, what are they? And then, real cattlemen started actually looking at what was underneath the coat, and, they're full of red meat, and they handle it. And I mean, and if they don't handle Australian conditions and all them sort of things, we wouldn't still be here, right? Like, so yeah, but early days we had some success with, and it's just built from there, and it's
Let's talk about some of those successes. World record in 2022 with the sale of Cara. Tell me about it.
Yeah, so we had bred Cara, and she's a beautiful heifer. There's a stud down in the cattle sheds now that's exhibiting a heifer of a
what
calf
was the price?
of hers. 52,000, yeah.
Incredible world record at the time.
Yeah.
You've also had a bit of success. Another headline, I think you had triplets.
Yeah, that was a heifer that we actually sold to a client of ours, and yeah, he was in the north parts of Queensland, and she had triplets, and he's basically raised the three calves. So yeah, I guess not many producers probably want that, but it was good to see that she still handled it and cope with it. So.
You launched a brand at one point to actually get consumers to become aware of Speckle Parks.
Yeah, absolutely. We had SPKL, and it's still there. We were just sort of gaining momentum with all of that, and we had America, China, other people involved in it, and COVID hit. So that hurt us a bit and slowed us up a little bit, but we're still working on a branded product now, and we hope to launch again in the next 12 months.
Now, Claudia, you're a young lady, so you're probably 6 years old at the last beef. I know you weren't, but pretty memorable beef for you guys. What happened?
Yeah, no, beef's been awesome. I've really enjoyed it. The networking that you can do here is incredible, especially as a young person. You can get a job nearly anywhere, I think, if you put your mind to it and talk to the right people. And yeah, definitely networking's been great. Yeah.
And you guys had a bit of success at the last beef.
Yeah, we did. We had a sale this beef, sorry, and yeah, we sold 30 bulls and 30 lots, 16 bulls, 16 females, and averaged about 7,000. So we're really happy with that.
Fantastic. Now, you these days, young lady, have moved away from Oberon.
Yes.
A bit further west. You're with the wonderful Gunn family.
Yep.
Sam and Amy, and of course Sam from the well-known 7 Bardot Pole Hereford fame.
Yep.
What are you doing out there? How far are you from your closest town?
I'm about 100 k's out of Condobolin towards Cobar, so we say we're out in the sticks. And I'm a governess for the Gunn family, so I look after their 4 kids and teach 2 of them through Dubbo School of Air. And I've been working with them on and off for the last 4 years, so yeah.
Dale, we talked about the Speckle Park being this, shiny new thing people were a bit sceptical about a while ago. Not at all now. Like, absolutely accepted as this incredible breed that's doing so much for the beef industry.
Yeah, look, absolutely. And I mean, I'm as big a sceptic as anyone. So, I mean, we have to prove the cattle to ourselves on a daily basis through the drought, and there's a lot of boxes you have to tick. Lots of, the consumer, feedlots, processors, the farmer, the butcher. We have to, meet all those markets. So, Speckle Park are doing that, and we're looking forward to bigger and better things to come, for sure.
And thanks to pioneers like you. Wonderful to have you in the studio, Dale and Claudia. We're going to head down to Centre Ring now. They have just